Path data in Kynapse defines where a bot can or can't go. Without it, Kynapse cannot function properly. In this movie, we'll look at how to create path data in the Kynapse Unreal integration. For more information about the Kynapse Unreal integration process, refer to the Kynapse Unreal integration movie or Unreal integration documentation. The process of path data generation creates a virtual map of the navigable areas of your environment from a character's point of view. The first thing our Unreal level will need is an associated Kynapse world. Each Kynapse world is a separate self-contained model of the game world in which your characters perceive, decide, and act. Open the content browser. We could create a new world from scratch by clicking the New button and using the Kynapse World Factory. But Kynapse also comes with a default world that is preset up, ideally, for human characters. Let's create our world by copying that. Right-click the default world and select Create a Copy. Name the world Example World and put it into the PDG example package with the rest of the scene's assets. Now select View World Properties in the Unreal Editor. In the Kynapse section, replace the default world object with the example world you just created. Now that we have a Kynapse world for our level, let's create a new path data family. A path data family is a set of all bots that see the navigable world the same way. For example, a family of land-based bots might only see land as navigable, while a family of aquatic bots might only see water as navigable. Let's create a new family by clicking the New button in the content browser. Select Kynapse Path Data Family from the list of factories. Name the family Example Family and set its package to PDG Example. Now double-click the Example family and set the radius to 0.6, height to 2.0, and step max to 0.2 in the Properties window. This will mimic the size and abilities of a human. The last thing we need is a path data actor to maintain the nav mesh and graph that we'll generate for our Kynapse world. In the content browser, go to the Actor Classes tab and drag a Kynapse Path Data actor into the scene. Double-click the actor icon to open its properties and add a new family by clicking the green plus button. Now add Example Family to the actor. If you decide to add additional Kynapse families to the scene later, you must make sure to add them to this actor. We'll need to make the world aware of this family as well. Double-click Example World. In the Path Data Families section, add the Example family. Now you're ready to build the paths for your new family. To generate path data in your Unreal Editor Kynapse integration, click the Build Paths button. Now to view the paths, go to the Kynapse Path Data option in the Viewport dropdown and select Example Family. Unreal Editor shows you the nav mesh and the graph. The nav mesh, shown in blue, represents the total navigable area of the current path data family. The graph, a series of points connected by lines, are the actual paths a bot would consider using to navigate the nav mesh. Now, in order to test the path data, we'll need to create a bot that actually uses it. Open the Kynapse editor. You'll notice we have a standard level loaded and console command set up here. There's also a path node object for us to use as a spawn point. We'll spawn a bot exactly like we would in an ordinary Unreal workflow. Create an actor factory and have it spawn when loaded and visible. Set the factory's spawn point to the existing path node 0. Open the actor factory's properties. In the factory settings, set the factory to Kynapse Actor Factory AI. The controller class should already be set to Kynapse AI Controller. Now set the pawn class to Kynapse Example NPC Pawn. This identifies that the factory will be using our Kynapse data and assign it our basic example pawn. Finally, highlight the example family in the content browser and assign it to the path data family of the actor factory. Now the factory is ready to use Kynapse data. We just need to assign it some sort of behavior. Right-click the Kynapse editor and select New Action AI. Kynapse displays a number of different off-the-shelf behaviors. For now, let's create a wander agent. Attach the finished output of your actor factory to the input of the wander agent. Now create a new object variable to store the result of the actor factory. And connect that to the target input of the wander agent. Now close the Kynapse editor and play the level. As you can see, the bot wanders around the level just as we set. Right now, our soldier has free reign over all the terrain. What if we wanted to force him to use the bridge to cross the river, rather than allowing him to walk over the water itself? Also, why are we generating path data for areas he'll never be able to reach, like the ravine at the base of this waterfall or the rooftops of the castles? In the next movie, we'll address these concerns by customizing the path data generation process.